Hello, welcome to From the Therapy Room Psychology of Mind and Body. I'm your host, Jyoti, a clinical counseling psychologist and a psychotherapist. This is your space to pause, to arrive just as you are. If you're listening to this right now, maybe something within you is feeling a little heavy, or maybe not, or a little confused, or quietly overwhelmed. And you don't have to figure it out immediately. For the next few minutes, just allow yourself to sit with me. We'll understand this together gently. Today, we are sitting with why do I miss someone who hurts me so much? Very specific kind of confusion. That doesn't always make sense even to you. You know, they hurt you. You remember the moments clearly, the things they said, and how it made you feel. The way something inside you kept shrinking, and yet you still miss them. Not sometimes, but in these quiet, unexpected waves. And then comes the question, almost with guilt, what is wrong with me? Why do I still feel this way? If you have ever been in that space, missing someone who caused you pain, I want you to know this in a very gentle manner. There is nothing broken about you. You're not weak, you're not foolish, and you are definitely not alone in this. We often think that if something hurt us, we should naturally move away from it, detach, forget, and feel relieved. But the human heart doesn't work like that. Because you don't just miss the person, you miss how you felt with them, what you hoped it would become, the moment that were good with that person, and the version of yourself that existed there. And sometimes you're not even missing them as they truly were, you're missing the possibility of them, the version of love you're holding on to, and the meaning you created around that connection. And all of that is real. So when you find yourself going back into your mind, replaying every conversations, remembering every small details, it's not because you want the pain again, it's because something in you is still trying to make sense of what mattered. Let's slowly understand what's happening underneath this. Because isn't just about missing someone. There are deeper layers here. Number one, emotional imprinting. When we connect deeply with someone, our body and mind begin to associate them with safety, belonging, emotional intensity, even if the relationship was inconsistent or even if the relationship was painful. But those moments of closeness leaves a strong imprint. So when they are gone, your system doesn't just switch off, it continues to reach for what once felt meaningful. Another thing is intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes the most confusing relationships are not the worst ones, but the inconsistent ones, where there was love but also hurt, closeness but also distance, warmth which was followed by withdrawal, And this creates something very powerful psychologically because your mind keeps trying to return to the good parts, hoping they'll come back again. Not because you are unaware of pain, but because you have experienced moment that felt deeply real. And another thing is attachment versus reality. There's also a difference between who is the person actually was and what they what they came to represent for you. Sometimes we don't just attach to the person, we attach to the feeling of being chosen, the hope of being fully loved, and the idea that this could finally be it. So when they leave or when it ends, you're not just losing them, you're also losing a story, a possibility, and a future you had quietly begun to imagine with that person. Another thing which we need to understand here that the nervous system doesn't understand logic. A part of you knows they hurt me, this wasn't right, but another part of you is still feel pulled because emotional memory doesn't follow logic, it follows familiarity, intensity, and unfinished experiences. So even pain, if it is become familiar, can feel strangely hard to let go of. Maybe instead of asking, why do I miss them? You could sit with slightly different questions softly without forcing an answer. What is it that I actually miss? Is it the person as they truly were? Or how you felt in certain moments? Or what you hoped it could become? What part of me felt most alive in that connection? And is that something I have been missing within myself too? So sometimes the longing isn't just for them, it's for a feeling of being seen, being heard, or being important to someone. And those are very human longings. Nothing about that is wrong. So if you're still missing them, you don't have to rush yourself out of it. You don't have to shame yourself for it. You don't have to fix it immediately. You can simply acknowledge this mattered to me or this touched something deep in me. And maybe instead of pulling yourself away harshly, you can hold this experience with a little more compassion. Not everything that stays in your heart is meant to return in your life. Some connections don't stay, but they still leave an imprint. And healing doesn't always mean you stop missing them completely. Sometimes healing look like missing them but understanding yourself more gently in the process. And over time, very slowly, the intensity softens. Not because you forced it, but because you begin to see it clearly what was real, what was missing, and what you truly deserve. If this is where you are right now, missing someone who hurt you, just know you're not moving backwards, you're moving through something, and that takes time. Before you go, just take one slow breath and remind yourself healing is not about rushing forward, it's about staying with yourself. Even here, you're not allowed to, you are allowed to take your time and you are allowed to feel this fully and still move forward in a slow manner. I'm here with you in this journey. We'll sit together again from the therapy room. In the next one, I'll be sitting just beside next to you. Take care. See you.